Hey guys, it's Jake here, and today we're taking a look at my Tasmanian blotched blue tongues. Now guys have already seen, well, there's been a video of these guys on my channel before, on the 5 that I own. Yesterday, on my video yesterday, I mentioned that I was picking up a few more, and we definitely did that. So here's one of my original ones. They've just reached 12 months old, so they look, to be honest, they're a little bit on the smaller side. They're definitely not full grown. They're probably they're about probably 40 to 45 centimeters, so they're a little on the smaller side. But these guys have been living outside. They went out last summer, so they pretty much went out as youngins, as babies. Your Tasmanian blotched blue tongues are your most southern form of blotched blue tongue, or of blue tongue in the world. They can tolerate some extremely cold temperatures. So I wasn't too worried about putting them outside for a winter, even though they were young. They just went into brumation, they just shut themselves down. So they sort of haven't had as much of a head start as if I was to have kept them inside during the whole winter. But they've done perfectly fine, and now it's back into summer. I can start to feed them up again and pop some size on them. Now the ones that I acquired yesterday, I did a little sneak peek of them in my video. We're gonna have a look at them. I was gonna try and see if I could get a photo of all of them together, but let's see how they go. Anyway, let's pop this one down and grab out another one and check it out. So here is one of the new ones. Now this one's still nice and cold. It's only about 10 o'clock in the morning, or 10:30 in the morning here. So the morning sun's only just sort of reaching the pits. So they're only just sort of venturing out. So it's probably not a bad time to try and get a photo. Either all a little bit cold, it might stand a bit still. Now this is a confirmed sexed by a vet female. The 4 that I just picked up are a 1-to-3 ratio, 1 male to 3 girls, which is absolutely amazing. And then my current ratio before that, we believe to be 2 males and 3 girls. So I now have a total of 3 males to 6 girls. So I have 9 of these beauties in total, which is absolutely amazing. I was blessed when I got my first 3. Then I was able and lucky enough to pick up another 2. And now the fact that I've gained another 4 and have a total of 9 Tasmanian blotched blue tongues is absolutely freaking amazing. Like, I'm, as I said, absolutely blessed to be working with these guys. They're not that common on the mainland of Australia. We had a comment on one of my last videos saying that, well, Tassie is still a part of Australia. Yes, it is, but you're not allowed to import from Tasmania. So the ones that are here already, they're legal. These are all legitimate animals that have got proper papers and stuff like that. Well, not necessarily paperwork for these guys anymore, but when I got my first ones from Queensland, from the big breeder up there, they all had import license papers and stuff like that. So these have all been in Australia on the mainland. None of these have been bought in illegally since the ban. But this is one of the females. She's a big beauty. And yeah, so you can see, as I said, compared to my other ones, it makes my other ones look quite a bit small. These are all adults. I think they're about 3 years old, 3 or 4 years old. So still youngins in terms of blue tongue's lifespan, but not babies like my other ones. But that's her there. So what I'll try and do is, I've got this little container to the side. Might try and see if we can line them up in there and try and get a photo, but let's see how this goes. They can be a bit of a pain to sort of get still and stay still together, but we'll give it a try. Alrighty, here we have it. All 9 of them are in the container. You can see here with some of them coming up to the other ones that they are a fair bit smaller. This one's an absolute beaut. That's a girl as well. This here is the male. But some of them are absolutely beautiful animals. As I said, I'm so entirely blessed that I can work with these animals. They're my favorite locality ever since I saw some photos of Joe Ball originally having them. I fell in love and I just had to get myself some. So these are awesome. But yeah, look, I'm going to try and quickly set them all up so they can be in line and hopefully try and get a cool photo with all of them together. Wish me luck. Okay, unfortunately they're really proving to be pretty much near impossible for me to get all of them in one shot. What we will do is I'll quickly film the releasing of them all, and then that way we can see all 9 going down. Again, this one's an absolute cracker. That's a girl, female, female, and then the with the larger ones, still not entirely 100% too sure, but we believe I've got a 2 to 3 ratio as well. But anyway, let's release them in and see how this goes. Alrighty, let's go. 1, 2. Try and pop the smaller ones out first because I want to get a few photos of the big ones. 3. Oh, she almost climbed out. 3, 4, and the last little dude. 5. There we go. So you can see 3 right there. The 4th one's already bolted off, but and then we've got our 4 big ones left. Alrighty, let's pop in the larger adults. Put the camera there, hopefully they'll I mean, they might just sit there and absorb that sun. And then we have this one. This one's an absolute beauty. So I'll just leave that filming there for a second, so to watch them do their thing. Alrighty. As I said, I honestly just cannot stress enough how awesome it is to be able to work with quite a good group of these animals. They're absolutely spectacular. A lot of people probably don't really quite understand the difference between localities and blotchies and the difference in appearance. These guys are quite stand out in as a terms of, like, when you see one, you know, if you know what Tassies are, you know that these are Tassies as opposed to standard lowlands. They are quite different, and look, I just absolutely love them. They're probably one of the hardiest animals in terms of keeping them outside, even in Victoria, because as I said, it can snow in Tassie and they'll still be sort of doing fine and so on. So they do absolutely amazing. They're absolute bulletproof, indestructible animals. So what I'm going to do for a little bit here is just sit here and film them. I will eventually speed this up, but we're just going to sit here. Hopefully my arms don't get too tired of holding it here. But we'll sit here and just watch them do their thing for a little bit. And then we'll bring down some food a little bit later today as well.